in here and deal with it specifically with the insurance. So I'll push in my credentials here. All right. So we log in. There we are. This is the main page where all the modules are. So let's go to the sales part. The sales part, you need to have a customer where you want to create a tax invoice here. All right. So let me see if I have one. Okay. So for example, maybe this is the customer who I have. So, okay. I've checked all the information which I need is okay there. So, okay. All right. So I'll simply say add there. Then you come here and select it. Let's try to do this. Okay. So as you can see, is we have succeeded sending the customer to ZRA. So this customer is registered now to ZRA because we wanted to make sure that everything, whatever we are going to do is done properly. Okay, good. So now since we have a customer registered already with the ZRI, we can now do um, an invoice. But before doing an invoice, you need to make sure that you have a product to send it to ZRI. Now, because of time, I created already. Remember, I said we are only looking at two things, insurance premium and reinsurance. Okay, what's the difference between the two? Insurance premium is that one which carries 5%, while the reinsurance carries 0%, but you still have to do the tax invoices. So these are already created, so won't have to do anything. So let's see, go and try and create an invoice there. So now what we do is we'll do it like this. So you come here and who is that customer who we created? It's called the Cash Zambia Importers. So this one here. So now here, you selected the tax invoice here. So what do you do here? Here is very simple. These are simple. Let's start with this one first. Let's say you're only interested with that one. So here you simply say sell. All right. Then here is only one product here. Okay. That's it. You're done. So you simply save. This product can be done by the most junior person in your organization. You don't need those people who are busy or decision makers to do this. No, even a person who is at the gate can do this job because there is literally nothing. You just select the customer there and select the product. You put it, you simply save. Then when you come here now, okay, you select now the number, which is the reference number, which is already created. You simply select it there and wait for it to be processed. You see? The invoice has already gone to ZRI. As you can see here, it says succeeded. It's gone to ZRI. So here you simply, oh, okay, okay, click there. Then you print your tax invoice here. Okay, then you print it here. See how it looks like. Okay, yeah, there we are. So, this is our tax invoice. This is the way how insurance looks like. So you have the 5%. Yeah. So that 5%, it will look like that. Then you see 5% of 952 is 47.62. The total of this plus that gives you 1,000. Here it says premium insurance. That's it. 1,000, 1,000. That's it. If you want, you can even do the QR code here. Now, the other thing which I wanted to do to confirm that this information which we are looking at uh, has gone to ZRI. Let me see. Allow me to see if I can try to log in with the ZRI there and see if it to work it properly there. Let's see. Yeah. So, okay. So, okay. We can say new share. Okay. So where is that? Yeah. So, okay. So now we want to try and see if that detail which we saw the other side we'll be able to see it on ZRI. Remember, we made an invoice for 1,000 kwacha. So now when we come here, let's see, you see, Cash Zambia importer, I think you still remember 1,000 kwacha here. The tax is 47.62. You are able to see. So this, what you saw there is also what is recorded here on ZRI. So everything is working okay. This is the way how it works. This is a simple thing and straightforward. That's the way how you account for it. So now, since you want also to see whether that 1,000 will go and sit in the account customer statement, it's very simple. You have to go back there again, reshare. So, okay. So what we'll do is, okay. So now, all right. So this one, this is the same invoice which we are looking at the other side. So now, okay, what we need to do is to post it so that it goes into the ledger there. Okay. Post this one successful. All right. So now we close here and go into our ledger, customer ledger or customer statement, whichever way you like it. So here we select today's, which is 9th up to 9th here. All right. Yeah. So here, what we'll do is that customer was called what? Cash Zambia importers. Okay. Yeah. So here you simply select debtors. That's it. All right. Yeah. So as you can see, this is a customer statement. Let me make it slightly bigger. This is a customer statement with the same invoice number there. You can see there is a 1,000 kwacha here, okay? Which is the amount owing here, which is in current. So the customer is supposed to pay us 1,000 kwacha. Suppose the customer paid only 900 kwacha. What happens? How are we going to do it? No problem. You simply create a receipt so that the receipt automatically will come here and reduce the balance. Now, before you create the receipt, let's see in your trial balance, how does that one 1,000 kwacha sits? Okay. First, before we do anything, we go to this one, trial balance monthly, today's date, which is today's date, 9th. Remember, is today's 9th. So when you preview it here, yeah, what we see there? Yeah, do you see there? Okay, yeah. So we'll see it in the trial balance like that. But now what we need to do is, remember we are dealing with the, what's this? We are dealing with the, we want to see how that balance 1,000 kwacha will reduce. Okay, how is it going to reduce? Maybe you are not too sure. What I'm saying is when you come to sales book here or sales day book or yeah, sales ledger, when you do this, okay, when you do this, yeah, okay. Here, we still have the 1,000 kwacha with everything here, okay? 952 plus that is equal to 1,000 kwacha, all right? Exchange rate, 1 kwacha, okay? 1 kwacha, yeah. So now, what we are saying is, suppose this customer pays, let's say, for argument's sake, 600 kwacha. How are we going to know to say there is a balance of 600 minus 1,400 kwacha? Are we able to see it in the accounts? Yes, we'll see it. What are we going to do? You simply come here, okay? You can either come here, okay? Yeah, and create a receipt. Or if you are at invoice stage, okay? If you are at invoice stage here, all right? The customer has already paid the balance. You can still come where, let's see, where is, do we have a receipt here? Yeah, you can still go to the receipt directly here. Yeah, so let's say here, this person paid with an EFT transaction. Okay, now, bank, maybe we can say, maybe ZN, ZSD, if whatever bank it is, yeah. This is just for an example. I don't know. You put the genuine bank there. Yeah. So now, in this case, when did they pay? It's today. Yeah. So here, how much did they pay? We are saying these people have paid 600 only, leaving a balance of how much? 400 kwacha. What's the invoice number? Remember, you saw the invoice number there. You put the invoice number there properly because you need it there. So invoice number, I think it was 84 as per ZRIA. So the currency which they paid is ZMW. Okay. So which customers paid is cash importer Zambia, this one. Okay. You see, it drops there. Your job is to simply save here, right? Okay. So now to give a receipt, I hope we have configured this one here already. Yeah, let's see if we can print a receipt as well. Yeah, here. Yeah, so we can give a receipt to the customer. This is the receipt which goes to the customer. You just double click there. You can see bank name, invoice number. The receipt is given to Cash Zambia importer. Okay, this is it. So meaning the customer will go to their office with the actual tax invoice plus the receipt representing the money which is paid. Okay. So now, how do we now transfer this receipt to the customer ledger so that it's married there and calculate the balance? You simply come here and say, you select the receipt number there, okay, and post here, then authorize here, successive. So now, since we have succeeded in doing that, can we now go and check whether the customer ledger is approved, is updated to show only 400 watts? So if you are already here, you can either use this link or you can use the other one to the main page. If you are here, you can use this one. It's the same thing. You see, it brings us here. So you can simply say, okay, here from 9th to 9th. Okay. Which customer? This one, cash importer. All right. And this one falls under data's control. This is what we are talking about. The customer paid how much? 600 kwacha. Okay. Which invoice? You can see it as also the ledger has automatically picked the invoice which the customer paid, which is number 4 there, referring to this invoice number of 1,000 kwacha. So you can see there is a credit of 600 kwacha and invoice is always has a debit. So now, here what has happened? You have now the actual balance of 400 kwacha, which I was talking about. Also about insurance. That's way how it works. You give it to the customer there. You have everything there, right? Yeah. So now, we are done with this. You can send the customer ledger itself, notifying them what is owing. Okay. The receipt can be sent there and also the invoice. 3 things there. You are done. You move on. Okay. That's it. So the rest, the general ledger and everything, that's a topic for another day. Everything is already there. We don't have to waste time. I just wanted to show you how insurance works. Okay. Yeah. Now, what if we are now dealing with reinsurance? What happens? For that case, let's use the same customer now, but this time around we deal with reinsurance. What happens now? Okay. So you come here, you select the same customer. I just want to show you everything, how it works. So now in this case, you come here, you select the tax invoice. Then now here, they are saying reinsurance. So you select this other one. Okay. So here you say sales, right? Okay. Let's say one here, right? One cover. Okay, whatever you call it. So we save. Now, when you come here, mm, that is number 43. You select it there. You wait a little bit. You see it has also gone to ZRA. So there it is. Now, uh, let's view it so that we are sure of what we are doing, right? There we are, our reinsurance has invoice has come, but here it should be 0. It's 0. All right. Now, Let's try to go to ZRI and see what happens there. Okay. Oh, yes. So let me see if I do this. Yeah, we can see now you have two invoices. As you can see here, there is no tax for 2P because this one is reinsurance. Now, how do you know to say this is reinsurance? So if you come here, let's hope that it will agree. Initially, when you are using production, when you click here, it's supposed to give you the actual invoice and everything, not this one which is coming. But there is another way of doing things. You can still come here, okay, and do this. You can still see, you can see IPL2, okay? This one is at 0%. You have seen this? This is the way how it is. While the other one, if I come, okay, just one minute. If I come here and do the same, okay, you will see that IPL1, 5%. That's way how these are distinguished like this. Okay, I hope we are together. It's very clear. So now we need to go back to our accounting package there and mm, see how our two pin is seated there. All right. Okay. How our 2000 is seated there. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we still have this invoice. Now we need to go back. We need to post it first here. Okay. Post. Yeah. Good. Posted. So now we can go to the ledger here. Yeah, since we have posted under the same exporter there. So let's see what has happened there. All right. Who is that one? We say cash Zambia importers. Okay. So debtors, look. So as you can see that the invoice for 2000 has come here. For insurance now, okay, we had an initial balance of 400 plus 2000 that has come in. So we should have a balance of 2400 here. Yeah, straightforward. So this is the way how the insurance premium works and the reinsurance. All of them, we have accounted for them. The same information we have in our accounting packages, the same information which you saw on the ZRA website. Maybe you have forgotten again. Let me go, okay? Let me go there and show you again. So we are looking at 1000 and 2000. What I was saying is, see, when you come here, okay, here, right? Yeah. Do you see here? All right. 2000 plus 1000, that's 3000. This is the same thing which we are seeing there. Okay. So I think let me not waste much of the time. We end here. It's very clear. I don't think that there is much to be done. Yeah. We need to move on to some other things. We still have a lot of things to do. Yeah. We have a lot of things to do. So we cross here, cross here, cross here. This is a nice package. Yeah. And the package you are seeing here is one of the best packages we have. Okay. I can bet this one, even if you bring an international package, I don't think that there will be any difference whatsoever. In terms of user-friendly, I can assure you, you don't need anyone with any accounting knowledge to handle this. Anyone, a person who ended up in grade 7